Wasn't cross thread. Huh. Large plastic nut. Okay, and was on tight. Okay. Such a pain in the butt. Happened to be absolute worst possible time because when else would it happen, right? Okay, so let me try to get an idea of what he's saying here. So this is about Abyssal Revolution Pet Pro. Apparently it's leaking, and what this person is telling me here is that the dirty water tank is leaking. Oh, the plastic nut. Oh, okay. 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 At the bottom where the two openings, let me see, do I have a tank, Abyssal Revolution tank to look at? Okay. I have paper. I have paper and I can draw. Right? So let me get a marker. Right? And let me do my best to illustrate my thoughts here as he's trying to explain it. Right? Give me a second. Okay. Let's see if I'm doing this. Let's see if I can do this justice. Okay. Let's see if I can do this justice. I'm going to do a little switcheroo here. Okay, let's do a little switcheroo. Okay. So the Bissell tank, right? Not sure if this is gonna go well, but I'll see. So, Bissell dirty water tank. The shape may be off, guys. I'm using memory on this one. Okay. There's a flap back here. A flap. I guess this is like the handle area. So let's not worry about all that stuff. Okay. Down here, where it touches the... Let's see if I can do that right. Okay, down at the bottom, where it touches the ports. The ports look like this. Now, one of them is going to have this red mesh, like that, okay? It's going to look like that, right? So one of them is going to have a red mesh, all right? And this is where the water comes up from the floor, and this is where the suction comes from the motor. So we have motor, and I'm going to put water, floor. Okay, so that's kind of what's happening there, right? So we're all on the same page, right? So it's leaking from the bottom of the tank. I'm assuming that's what he's saying. All right, the tank is leaking through the bottom. Yeah. The only thing I can tell you, guy, do your best. See if you can take it off, even if you have to use like a big pliers or something. You know, like do I have one here? You know, like a bigger version of one of these. And just kind of hold it and turn it. Okay? See if you could do that, right? If you could do that, then I would recommend getting some kind of rubber. Okay? Let's see if I can find one. Some kind of rubber. You can go to Lowe's. Just try it, all right? You got nothing to lose. Get like a rubber. See how I cut a circle in here? I've used this before. Okay. Right? So get a rubber and just kind of cut, or if you could find one of those ring gaskets that's the size of this thing, which is probably not going to happen. Right? It's probably bigger than, because most of the ring gaskets they sell is for hose, you know, like for the outdoor hose, and you can put an extra black little ring inside, and especially if it's leaking, you know, if the hose is leaking, you could put a rubber gasket on the inside. You could buy them at Lowe's. So what you can do, because they may not have gaskets that big, buy this rubber thing in the plumbing aisle and cut a circle and fit it inside the bottom of the cap, okay? And then see if you can give yourself another gasket. Maybe it won't leak, okay? So I hope that helped. I hope that helped. I mean, you know, I'm trying. I'm doing what I can here. Okay, so Let me just tinker with this, man. Let me tinker with this. All right. I'm gonna put on these. I want to see if this does anything. I'm going to turn on the overhead for the other crew. If anybody who's in the main who's in the upright version of this, the stream, if you want to see the overhead version, you're gonna have to just go to my, click on the page, go to the web, because you'll see these two they're filming simultaneously next to each other. Okay, so if you want to see the overhead, you can do that. All right, so I'm about to swap it out. The other screen is gonna go to overhead, and I'm gonna start working with these from there. All right, let me see what I got. Come on, that's what you get for that's what you get for taking off your glasses. So let me go put those glasses back on. I'm gonna move this little keyboard out the way. All right, and let's get the overhead here. Swap it out, boom. Okay, let's see if I can get this in the right. You know what? Let me move the camera up a little bit, man. Maybe I could do that. Yeah. See, because it's out of the way here. So I'm gonna adjust this one. Hey, who's saying hi here? What's going on? Peace. Oh my gosh, everything is out of whack right now. All my camera settings are crazy. All right, so I really want this here. That means I'm gonna have to make some changes here. Okay? Yep, that'll work. That'll work. All right, fantastic. Let's have some fun, man. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, check. Yeah, the movie was all right. It was all right. That's about as much as I can say. So, okay, let's imagine that you just took this off, right? You took off the overhead thing, right? You took off the cover. You took the cover off. The cover is a pain in the butt because even if you have the screws, some of them have screws in it, you're still gonna have to unclip these tabs here. Okay, these tabs. And they're not fun. You're gonna have to, pop one in, pop one in, pop one in, pop one in, and pry it off, right? But then when you get to here, that's where a lot of folks kind of get a little bit scared because it's a bunch of wires just kind of like scattered all over the place. So what you have here, if you kind of break it down as simple as possible, okay, take this off. This is a power switch I was testing this with, right? This is going to be connected to your, this here is going to be connected to your on and off switch, which pretty much looks like this, on and off switch, okay? So let's say you pull that apart, right? So now what you're going to have is your power cord, pretty basic. This little hook up here, pretty basic. And then all these other wires running all through this whole system. So we're gonna get this off. What's good about this is that even though it feels tough, all you really have to do is rock this off and it'll come off, okay? It's designed to come off, so don't feel like you're breaking it. It's supposed to come off. Now, with these wires here, okay? Well, let's take this one out first, right? Okay, this is going into the motor itself, and this comes right out. Okay, you can put it back in. What's good about these is that they don't fit anyplace else. So it's not like you can pull this all the way around the back and do it, right? It doesn't work, right? And even let's say we went and took these out. Okay, these here, and I took this out. I squeeze it the bottom, and I just pull it out. Right? And let's say you mistakenly forgot like where it goes, right? You don't know if it went in the back or whatever. Even if you try to put it in, it doesn't fit. Okay? It don't fit at all. So it doesn't even matter, right? So this can't reach on this side. This won't fit over here, okay? But where else won't it fit? Now, what's good about this is that there's two of these that would fit. But in order for you to even mess this up, you would have to, like, let's say you want to put this over here by accident, right? You would have to cross them. You would have to cross them over. You have to create like a crisscross to make this even work. So it doesn't make sense either. So the left side go to the left and the right side go to the right. So even if you took them all apart, okay, like that, when you put it back together again, the left side goes to the left and the right side goes to the right. So you don't have to even worry about that. Good? Next up. Right, this little piece here that goes to the brush motor, the floor brush, the brush motor, yeah, right. Go through the holes and everything. This also only fits in one place. It only fits right here. Okay, it only fits right here. So that also, you're fine, right? No biggie, right? Bunch of wires, but they all have a specific spot, so you don't have to worry. Don't get nervous. All right. And so this is there. All right, that's that. Okay. So now I just want to get this motor out of here. Okay, I want to get this motor out of here and I want to put another motor in. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to kind of pop, plop, 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 and the motor is out. I got it out. A little bit of strength. You're going to have to, especially if it's been in there a while. But yeah, motor's out. All right. Okay. All right. So we have the other motor. Let's put this guy in. All right. Now, part of the service on these machines here is you want to make sure that this guy stays clean too. And I recommend getting like an old toothbrush or something. Let me show you something before I go any further with this. Let me take this off. Where's my pliers? Okay. Hope everybody's having a great day. Now, take a look. This is the reason why. You see, look in there. Look in there. See all that crud? After a while, that can cake up, and there's nothing happening. So it's best to get like a spray. Or soak it in a, give me a second, I'm gonna spray it real quick. Soak it in a bucket or something, right? What I do when I have to like clean it right away and I need like instant results, okay? Let me just put it over this plastic. Let me move the motor out the way. Move the motor out the way. All right. Just want to give you a quick demo on this. Put some plastic here. All right. So what I would do is I would just go like this. I would just start. Just use a toothbrush and just start cleaning it out. You can do it right underneath while the water's running. Okay. And just clean this guy out. Okay. Just keep him clean. All right, here's my little spray again. I gotta use up all this stuff before I use my little fantastic spray from Dollar Tree. All right, gotta make sure nothing get anywhere. So now look at all this crud that comes out of this thing. So you want to keep this clean, okay? So this is just regular maintenance throughout the year. If you have one of these machines, some people have never cleaned this, and I could understand why. You just keep going, right? You just keep moving, dump the water, keep going. All right, but it'll mess up your machine. It'll strain your unit. That's pretty much at the end of the day. It's gonna strain suction and all that stuff. Okay, so you don't want this to be clogged up. I'm just sticking this in here real quick. All right, it's a little better. It's a little better. It's a little better. I think ultimately I kind of want to soak it and just, clean it out properly. But look how bad this is, you know. Okay, this is what we're talking about. All right. Okay, so that's done. That's out the way. All right, I'm gonna put it back on for now, and then and what I'll do is I'll clean it. I'll clean it a little bit later. Okay, let's put this motor in here. Let's see what we got. Hey, Larry, what's going on, man? You working on a shark? Ah, okay. Huh. All right. You know what? Let me do this, Larry. Let me open up the chat in another. Let me open up the other one. Hold on. Let me open up the other one because I think you're on the other one, and I want to make sure I can see what you're saying properly here. Papa. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's explode that. All right. Working on. Found out the board was so bad. I guess it's junk. Well, not necessarily, man. You can get those boards on eBay. You know, you can get them on eBay. I've done that before, and if it comes bad, just send it back. But I've gotten the boards on eBay. All right, here I'm gonna pop this in. I'm gonna pop this guy in here. There's a lot of things I try not to buy on eBay, but those boards, especially circuit boards, but those boards are very basic, and if it's bad, you'll know it's bad right away, and just send it back. You know, that's it. Just don't buy the ones that says no return. You know. Okay, so now watch this. So the motor's in. I just all I did was kind of wiggle. Now you're gonna have to make sure it's all the way in, because underneath here you want the gasket to kind of pop over the lip. Okay, you want the gasket to pop over the lip. Like right this side here, the lip it's not sealed over. Over here is up, it's over, but not here. So you can get a flathead, or you can just kind of push down a little bit more on that side. Okay, but just be mindful of that. You just need to put that side in. Okay, that's all. All right, but I want to keep the show going. So if I could pop it in real quick, I'll do it. If not, I'm gonna keep it going because I really just want to show hooking everything back up again. Really, at the end of the day. Okay. Come on, baby. All right, there you go. All right, good. And just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna kind of give it a little snug in here. Okay. All right. So now to put this back, like I said, I'm just, we're gonna put it back. What I'm gonna do, if you notice, you have these two little holes right here. One hole, two hole. And in the back, you have two little holy things here. So all you have to do for now, on this side, make sure all your wires are out the way, and then just make sure you put them over the hole, and then you can just kind of wiggle them into the over the top of the vacuum and make sure that they're in the hole at the same time, and everybody wins. Okay, everybody wins. This is in. All right, next is just hooking the things up. Remember the front. Okay, so this only goes to the front, and then the back. Okay. All right. This only goes to here. Am I seeing properly? My eyes are like acting screwy. And this goes to here. And then this goes to here. They all go into their own little cubby. Nobody can take over anybody's stuff. Okay? All right, this is not like people want your money. take over your stuff. We can get your stuff. No, you can't get my stuff if I don't give it to you. All right, this is taking too much. No, I'm trying to wrap it around here. I'm trying to wrap it around this section here, but it's yanking too much. So I'm just gonna do it here. Okay, it'll be fine. Just tuck it inside this Just tuck all your little stuff. Tuck everything. Just tuck them, just so you can keep the wires from flapping all over the place. If there's a spot for you to tuck it, okay? Like right here, there's a tuck it spot. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this guy out. I should have done it the first time. Put it over here, put this guy over here, and just get it like that, okay? All right. Yeah, and you could probably even just leave it like that. That's not even a problem. All right, so we got that. Okay. We have this guy over here. Okay. See that? And then when it's time to hook it back up to the top, okay? Really all you're doing is putting this guy over here, but you have to just make sure that your power switch is connected to this, okay? So let's do that real quick. All right. Now what's good about this is that the way these are set up, you see that little space in the middle there? There's a space right there. The power switch has the same space. The spacing is still the same. Where's the other one, the makeshift one? The spacing is still the same. That little bar right there, that bar is letting you know that you couldn't even put it in the other way if you tried. So don't feel like you're gonna mess it up, all right? Because it wouldn't even let you do it the other way. Not unless you're doing a rig, you know, like you're doing a hack. I've done that before where I had to use a different switch from another vacuum and it worked. Okay. All right. So now let's put everything back. I'm gonna nuzzle, put this cord in where it's supposed to go, right here. Like stick the cord right there. See that? And then really at the end, after all of that is said and done, all you're doing is covering this thing back. Snap, snap. Okay, and you just replace your motor. Now, of course, you would want to test it before you get too snappy, because these guys are, like I said, they're a pain in the butt to get off again. These things here. But do I have my bowl, my tester bowl? So if this doesn't fix it, because let me tell you what I did. I swapped out the control board. There's a little circuit board underneath the motor. When you lift the motor up, I should have showed you that. Damn. I should have showed you that. There's a circuit board. I believe it's a thermal circuit board that is right underneath the motor. When I say underneath the motor, it's on the body. It's nuzzled on the body itself, and the motor sits like that. Okay, so it's a little piece. So it's about this big. It's about the size of half of a credit card. How's that? Half of a credit card. Anyway, I didn't switch that out, but I did check for continuity, and it seemed to be fine, right? And I put a new power switch. I put a new cord. I switched out the control board. All of those things got swapped out. Now the motor's getting swapped out. So I'm gonna plug this guy in, and I'm gonna see if it works. But this one kind of messed with me. So, and you need those. You need those kind of things that should be easy, and to let you know that you can't fall asleep. You can't fall asleep, man. Okay, you got to keep improving. Okay, that's just what it is. All right, look at it like that. Don't get frustrated. Okay, man, I'm gonna test this out. Cross the fingers. Okay. All right, let's go. I don't want to turn it on. Man, if you knew my history with this thing, I don't want to turn it on. I don't want to find out. Oh my God, I'm being a little punk right now. Okay, all right. Cross my fingers, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna turn it on, see what happens. Oh shoot, it tried. Oh my God, it tried to turn on just now. What the hell is happening? Something shorted out. Something. It just started and it stopped. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It just started and it stopped. This what? So then the only guy that's left untouched is that damn circuit board, man. That's the only guy. That's the only one. That's the only one. Hold on, let me do this. I'm gonna do one more thing. Give me a second. Even the micro switch. I tested a micro switch. I'm switching out the power switch just to be on the safe side. Let me switch out the power switch and see. Hold on. Nope. Coño. Carajo. Okay. All right. Let me. You know what? I might as well use this opportunity to go down. Let me show you what I was talking about, because I may end up having to switch to take that guy out, because did I bring the other board in here? Before I go that far down, let me see something. If I have that other board, I'm gonna put it in. I gotta see first, because I'm not too happy right now. And you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Do you guys know where that line is from? Oh my gosh, Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Yo, if you know, you know. Oh my gosh. Okay, it must be in my car. Oh, all right. It must be in the car. All right, fine. Let's go see the circuit board I'm talking about, all right? Let me take this off. Because either I really I needed to swap this out again. I mean, like the other, like it was a bad one anyway, kind of thing, or because I can't just no. I'm just like I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm not too happy. I'm not a happy camper. I am not a happy camper. Let me get this guy out for you. Okay, so to get to it, you would have to go open this, and this to get to that board I'm talking about. But the board is new with this one, so that can't be the deal. The board is in here, and I swapped the whole thing out. What's left? What's left, man? What's left? What's still here that is... What's still here? What's still the same? This guy. This is the only guy that's still the same. This guy is the only guy that's still the same. Because see, this is the old one, and that thermal board is in here. Okay. Let me take this apart. Where's the drill? Come on. Hey guys, don't forget to check out our cipher part. Now look, we're constantly updating, and right now we're gonna be adding, like, I got a ton of parts at my shop that's not on my site. I mean, I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of parts that are not listed on the site. So we're gonna in the process of updating those things, like repair, you know, stuff like this, you know, stuff like this, you know, that's just not up there, you know. Okay. Come on, man. You know how far in you got to go for this damn thing? Golly, I thought it was my memory was all screwed up. I thought it was a lot closer. All right, let's take these apart. I just took this apart. Okay, took this off. Took the screws out of here. Took this off. Now, what you want to do is kind of get an idea of your positioning, because you can actually do these upside down and not realize it. Okay. All right. So what you can do, if you want, you can just kind of rest it right, like exactly the way it was when you put it on. Like this would be at the bottom, so I'm going to put this actually at the bottom, just to kind of remind you of the order of things, okay? And then this guy here, right? He's also at the bottom. All right, so let me go in and take this off, okay? Okay, what's my glasses? Let me see what size I'm using here. Oh my God, I can't even see it. Am I watching it? Am I even looking at it upside down? Damn, I can't even see it. All right. But it's small. It's a tiny little guy like this. Let me see if this can fit. Then I can give you a frame of reference. Okay, so it can fit inside of the drill head. It can fit in the drill head, so that'll give you a frame of reference as for the size of this guy here. Let me see. I still can't see the damn thing. All right. Anyway. Let's keep moving. No, I need two more. Two more needs to come out. Two more need to come out. All right. Here it is. So this is the board I'm telling you about. Okay. So sometimes when you have a rainbow, a problem with a rainbow, this thing make it so that it doesn't matter what you do, it's not going to turn on. If this is reading hot, or if this is blown or whatever, then it's not going to turn on. So just keep that in mind, that sometimes the problem is this far in. But in this particular case, it's not. It shouldn't be, because it's a new motor, and the motor came with a whole new. Well, it's not a new motor, really. I'll be honest with you, it's not a new motor. So, I could be. This happened to me before, where I bought a Dyson, and the Dyson had a problem also. So it's like, either way, the Dyson is the same. It had the same problem. I bought it offline, thinking I was gonna be able to do some magic, and the damn thing had the same problem. When you put these guys back in, what's good about the way they made it is it's made with, it has to match up this kind of hole here, because the other side don't have that size hole, right? Same here. This particular hole right there has to match up. This hole has to match up with this. So when you put it in, you really can't put it in wrong. And you just have to make sure also that these guys are into their little cubby, and just do your best to try to get everybody down properly, okay? Let me put it on the floor. But yeah, man, that oh, I see what's happened. Golly. Come on. down, 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 and in. Okay, now it's in. You just have to keep wiggling it until you get it in there. That's all. Just wiggle it. Listen, when you break these things down to the bone, even though the scary parts where you're not comfortable with, you realize how everything is just patterns, man. This fits into that. That fits into this. This fits into that, and then the rest of it is memory. And if your memory doesn't serve you well, then you record everything. You know, if your memory doesn't serve you well, just record it, or and all I'm doing, guys, I'm putting these screws back into here. That's it. Yeah, Larry. Yeah. I know. There are times where you just like, nah, it's not worth it. People, it's funny. People would bring vacuums to my shop, right? And they're like, oh, you want this, you want to do this. And there are times if I'm like, all right, if there's a part or something, are you gonna were you gonna throw it away and you just want to give it to us or something? Because if that's the case, yeah. But if you want me to buy it, I'm not. No, it's just not. No, it doesn't turn over. The profit's not the same, right? It doesn't work that way. So sometimes it's just not worth it. That kind of happened to me when I was selling Kirby's online. Not new ones, of course, but just what am I doing? Just like I was refurbishing them. And then after a while, people were like, this was early, man. This was like 2008, 9. And then I started seeing people just putting them up for like $99. And, I was like, dude, what are you doing? What are you guys doing? Are you kidding me? No, man. So then it became just like, it wasn't as profitable anymore after a couple of years. I was just like, all right, forget that. I'm not even going to get into that. The time it takes, the amount of time it takes to buff and buy new brushes or whatever if I need to, and all that stuff, is just like, it wasn't worth it to compete there. So if you don't think that your effort and time and money, you're gonna get it back, then yeah, man. Hold on to it if you want, or use it for something else, or sell it as used parts. I'm selling it for parts. All right, so I'm still stumped. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna switch out the micro switch all the way, probably even the wiring for the micro switch. Something is funky, man, and I can't figure it out yet. I think it's in the wiring. It's either in the wiring itself. Here's another thing that was puzzling me. Take a look at this one. Tell me if you ever worked on these machines. Okay, so this is the original motor. I better mark this thing, man. Oh man, I better mark this. What do I have? What's this here? This is paint. Is this good? Or is this dried up? Let me see. Oh my God, can I do anything with this? What is this? Oh, okay. This is for my car. This is for my car, man. This is my touch-up paint. This is my touch-up paint. You can tell I haven't used it. I don't know what the hell to do with it. Okay, so let me put this to the side. I got some more thinking to do on this damn thing. But I got the stick vac in, right? I got the stick vac in. And and I started making a video on it because it would turn. This is the LG. The motor, the brush motor would turn on, but the main motor would just kind of hum a little bit. Okay, I took the whole damn thing apart, man. I took the whole thing apart, went down. I saw it's a little, you know, motor with a big block of circuit board on it and everything else. Took all this off, all of this out. Okay. So I said, all right, man, worst case scenario, let me see if the battery is the culprit. You know, maybe the battery don't have enough juice. But I'm like, damn, the thing have enough juice. It have enough juice to turn the brush motor at the bottom, right? Has enough juice for that, but the main motor would just go, you know. I'm like, so maybe it's just not enough juice. And I figured, all right, let me give it a shot. Let me get another battery in. Now, if you have one of these things here, if you ever buy a replacement battery, make sure if yours have this, make sure it has that. Because a lot of the replacement batteries, they come just one round thing there, and it won't fit in yours. So if you have one of these LG cordless, look into that, okay? All right. All right. So where's my motor? I put my motor. My little battery. Come on. I bought the battery inside. Oh, here's my board. Circuit board. Did my battery come into? Did my battery come? Are you kidding me, man? Golly. I am all over the place right now. I swear I need an assistant. I swear I need an assistant. Maybe this is the battery. This is the board I was looking for. So I'll be doing this test afterwards. I'm gonna see if maybe switching out this this crazy ass circuit board here with all this stuff in here. Maybe this here it is. See, this is the other one. So I'm gonna swap out this for this and see if this also, this could be the problem. All right, let's go. I think this is the battery. The damn thing was right in front of me too. I mean, it was right here. Golly. I don't know if anyone else go through this. This is not cool. I don't like forgetting things, man. What the hell, man? I just put it down a second ago. What the hell? All right, let's go. Let's give it a shot. Man, I hope this is, I really do hope this is it. I swear, man. I'm being a little chicken right now. Look, you know I could have turned it on, right? But I'm here. I'm delaying. All right, I just had a letdown just now. I'm gonna have another one back to back. All right, let's see what happened. All right, let me see what happened, man. Damn. I'm gonna turn it on. Shit. It's something else. It's something else, man. I wonder if it's the only thing that well, no, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. So it wasn't the battery at all. Let me see something, man. I'm not happy right now. Nothing is turning out good on these things, and I'm happy for that in a way, but I really do want to solve the problem. I'm happy for the challenge, you know, but I do want to solve the problem. That's the catch. All right, I'm gonna take this apart. Gosh. Okay. All right, so we have a motor here. Look at the motor. Look at what we're looking at. That's the motor. This is what the motor looks like. Okay. So I may have to test a couple of these nodes. Oh shoot. Something looks burnt. Now I could just be, no, it could be marker. It could be a marker. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. I'm looking at this. I'm looking all the way over here, but it could be a marker. God, you can't even see that right there. It could be a marker. I'm gonna go check all of these contacts and see what's going on. But I'm wondering if it, nah, because this is turning the power on, and then it goes to here, right? 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 Yep. And then the wire, golly, man, it's hard to do this. And there's a wiring that comes from here that goes to the front, and it's sending power down to the floor. I gotta find a way. I gotta figure something out. I'm gonna turn this thing upside down. Let me take these off. Let me take these off, man. I can take these off. All right. Let me see. The black is on the side where the burnt look is, right? So let's do that. Let's go in. I took out the battery, right? Come on, Wayne. Come on, Wayne. What the hell are you doing? Take the battery out. Don't do that. All right. Separate these batteries, by the way. Okay. All right. Oh, why is this guy so difficult to undo? Let me change the screws. I don't want to use this again and mess it up. Let me get a different one. Okay. So when I test these, right? Let me kind of give you an idea. I'm kind of an amateur on the circuit boards. And I watch other guys online, and so when I forget something, I just go on YouTube, pull something up, and refresh my memory. But I'm checking for communication. Really, at the end of the day, that's what all this is. You know, like electricity communicating to the power switch, going from the power switch down to the circuit breaker. Circuit breaker is triggered, and now it continues down to the floor, whatever. It's all communication. And what they created here now was a more sophisticated way to communicate, to regulate, different power, low speed, high speed, if and then, like if and then formulas. Like if this happened, then do this. And if that happens, then do that. And if this and this happens, then do this, or stop this, or whatever. So that's if and then, right? This guy's a little tough. I don't want to keep drilling him, so I'm gonna have to find another way to get this off of here. Okay. But I gotta test this board and see, maybe, just maybe, the problem might be here somewhere. And if that's the case, then this motor might be done. Okay. Oh. Damn. What could the problem be, huh? Do I have a light brush? I don't know. All right, folks. That's pretty much it today. Thanks for hanging out with me while I kind of look at this. Oh, really? That's cool, man. Yeah. Yeah, hey, that's pretty cool, bro. That's good. That's good. You know, it's funny. I like that you said that though, because we were talking about it, one of my neighbors, and they were talking about people that you need in your life. Like, so they were like naming, you need to know a teacher, you need to know a plumber, a lawyer, construction worker, But when you think about living today, like there's a whole lot of people that's cool to have that have connections because that's networking, you know, that's just what it is. It's not like someone is looking for a hookup or nothing like that. It's just that that is networking. It is what it is. You know, that's what people do. Your uncle works for this company. He got you an interview. He tell the guy, hey, that's my nephew. You know, I mean, you know, people try to, shun that. But if my brother have a company and it's a successful company and my son wants a job and he's in the area, I'm going to call my brother and say, do you have a position for my son? Right? Now, he may say, well, you know, what is he good at? Or he may want to qualify it, maybe, you know, but that's just the way it is, right? You know, that's how things are. So that's cool, man. You know, they try to come up with names for them like Nepo baby and all this other stuff. And I was like, look, man, why are you guys acting like that's not how the kings did it back in the day? Who you think was going to be the next king? The guy down the road? His son. You know, who's going to be the Duke of so-and-so? His cousin. You know, the nephew's going to be, he runs that over there. You know, come on. Your uncle owns a pizza store and he's going to open up another location, you know, probably going to put his brother or cousin or somebody in the family to run that location. But we act as if it's like so foreign, you know, to our consciousness. All right, guys, I am going to get out of here. Okay. I got hit in the gut twice today. But I don't give up. Okay? I don't give up at all. So that's just what it is. I do strategic quitting. Okay? Now that's something else. Like giving up is giving up in the dip. I was talking about that book, The Dip. Giving up is giving up in the dip because it was too hard or, you know, but when something is not financially feasible anymore, when you have a different direction you're gonna go, when you decide you're gonna do you're gonna take a venture out and do a new career, then you quit the one that you're in. Strategic, right? You stop eating sugar. It's a strategic quitting. So that's kind of what I'm saying. So when it comes to something that I'm determined to get, I'm gonna keep at it. And this one, I'm determined to fix this because I don't want to get knocked out by this thing. And this one, I'm gonna figure something out. It's either the motor itself and is, you know, maybe it's a part I can't get or whatever, or it's just I doubt it's this here, but it is sending the signal. Let me try it one more time. Let me try it. Let me try it one more time, man. Let me put this on here real quick. Let me see something. Yeah. Let me just see. You know, you never know. You know, I got that kind of thinking. Like, you never know. All right. Okay. Damn. Wait a second. Oh, dude. I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong, but I don't know how to get to it. The fan is not the fan. The fan is the problem. The fan is the problem. It's a mechanical problem. It's not computer. It's not a computer style problem. It's the fan. Something might be lodged in it. Let me see something. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, okay. I got to figure out a way to get this off. I doubt I'm going to be able to. I can't work the fan from in here. But the problem is the fan. Damn, man. Yeah, this thing can't even move. Come on. Why are you so hard? What's going on? What's got you? What's got you like this? Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me see something. What's got you like that, huh? I don't want to spray nothing in it, you know? Let me see something. Okay. Okay, one more try. Let me see something. One more try. One more try. One more try. Coño, bro! Figure this out, man. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna figure it out. 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 I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure this out. Now, it might be done. It might be busted. It might be busted, but now I know what it is. There might be nothing we can do. It might be nothing. It's possible. It's possible that there's no way in here, and maybe there is. Maybe it's a bunch of pet here or something that's jammed in there, and there might be no way in here. But I know what it is. So let's say I said, well, the only way to fix this is we got to replace this motor. But I know it's not this. And I know it's not this. And I know it's not like wiring. It's the fan. Coño. That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. All right. So, all right. I didn't get messed up on this one. This one is just, it is what it is. That's just what it is. It's the fan. That one now, I'm gonna figure that out too. Shit. Don't know who they're messing with, man. Oh man, I hope you guys get the same kind of feeling when you are trying to solve a problem and it comes to you. That's a gift. That's a gift. And what I mean the gift is the aha moment is the gift I'm saying. You might be a smart person and you might have a gift. You might be very intelligent, but the gift that's given to you, you have to seek that gift. Is that, that feeling right there. Seek it. Think about the best time. I'm done. Think about, I'll leave it at this. Think about the best time, at least for me, when you're meeting your spouse, when you're meeting your girl or whatever. That moment in between finding out, not sure, is this working? Let me make the call. Let me say this. Let me bring up. Let me buy that little space right there. That's it, man. That's the sweet spot right there. The hunt, that hunt, you know, and I think she likes me. I think she likes me, man. I think. You know, that feel like if you can have that forever, every day, you can have a dose of that every day, that feeling, Man. So that's why you learn to fix things. That's why you learn to build things. That's why you learn to draw. That's why you learn to cook. That's why you learn all these things that you have to create. You have to make. You have to solve a problem, because that feeling is a gift. Yes, sir, Larry. Hey, man, Larry, I thank you for all your support, buddy. All right. Tony, good day, my brother. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank Tony. Yeah. Yeah, it's a two-stage, it's a two-speed. It's a two-speed motor. Well, how's this? Yeah, it's a two-speed motor. They wired it that way for the but also this motor is two-speed too. This even the stick is a two-speed. Okay, well, actually, yeah, it's a two-speed, the stick, high and low. But the rainbow is a the low is more like it's just sucking air to filter the air filter, the air purifier thing, and the high speed is like full blast vacuum mode. So, but hey guys, until next time, man, thanks for hanging out with me while I do my problem solving, and I'll see you guys later. All right, stay cool.